Have you ever noticed that the loudest people in the room are usually the ones with the most to prove? We've been conditioned to think that financial success has a specific aesthetic. It's the expensive watch, the first-class ticket, the "I've made it" lifestyle that demands an audience. But here's a secret. Most of that is just high-interest theater. It's a costume people put on every morning to hide a crumbling foundation. If you're watching this, you probably feel like you're falling behind. You see the hustle culture, and you feel stuck. But what if I told you that you're actually winning a game you didn't even know you were playing? Today, we're looking at the quiet indicators of wealth. Not the signs that get likes on social media, the signs that actually let you sleep at night. The biggest difference between financial struggle and financial health isn't the number of zeros in your account. It's how you react when life happens. For millions of people, a flat tire or a broken fridge is a tragedy that ruins the entire month. It's a 3 a.m. panic attack. But if you can solve that problem without your heart rate spiking, you've achieved something massive. You've successfully demoted a disaster into a mere inconvenience. That buffer is your first real taste of freedom. Real financial maturity is the moment you realize that a 5-year-old car that's paid off is a much bigger flex than a brand new SUV with a $900 monthly payment. We live in an attention economy, where looking rich is often the very thing keeping people poor. When you stop making choices based on your image and start making them based on utility, you've officially exited the rat race. And that leads to the most underrated luxury in the world, the power to say no. Turning down a toxic client or a soul-crushing job because you aren't desperate for the next dollar? That's what being functionally wealthy looks like. Most people are borrowing from their future self to pay for a present they can't afford. But if you've cleared that kind of debt, you've stopped the bleeding. You're finally working for yourself, not for a bank's interest department. Eventually, you reach a state of something I like to call cash flow peace. That's the moment you realize you don't even know what day payday is. You're not refreshing your banking app at midnight. Your life is no longer reactive. It's proactive. You stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. The envy fades, and it's replaced by a quiet sense of enough. If you're spending money today to make your life better in 5 years, whether that's on a book or an investment, you've escaped the survival mindset. You're thinking in decades, while most of the world is just trying to survive the next 24 hours. We spend so much time looking at the mountain peak that we forget we've already climbed out of the valley. Real wealth is quiet. It's the absence of late-night math sessions. It's the ability to buy a coffee without checking your balance first. It's being present with your family because your mind isn't trapped in a spreadsheet. If you recognize even a few of these signs in your life, take a breath. You're doing better than you think. So tell me in the comments, what was your first small financial win that made you realize you were finally getting ahead? I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe if this helped.